There's recently been some talk around the community about too many resources being diverted to Squadron 42 and halting growth on Star Citizen's persistent universe. Well, admittedly, the current state of Alpha 3.18.2 isn't quite the best experience.
What do you mean you're stuck in free look?
I can't turn towards you. I'm stuck facing this way.
How the hell did you do that?
I have no clue. I bought a burrito and it me up.
It hasn't stopped me from being excited about the future patches in the persistent universe. On the most recent Inside Star Citizen, CIG covered the new Loreville update, with a sprinkle of lore and a ton of Ville. The city is not only looking amazing visually, but in prospective gameplay opportunities. And I think focusing on resources being taken away from the PU's development undermines the amount of content still being delivered in these patches. And not to mention the fact that Squadron 42 needs to be finished to help drive interest in funding, so I don't really think it's a problem anyways, but that's a whole other video topic. Starting with design alone, I wanted to share again how my imagination started to fly when watching footage from the new Loreville. Seeing these new trams networked around, the taller buildings teasing interiors, and all of the branding and world building brought in with this showing, I simply had an urge to just explore. To wander the polluted grounds of the muddy industrial complex, and then to wonder of the people that are trapped in this world. The new animations teased like this beggar, to the in-development NPC personalities, I think CIG is really starting to nail the characteristics of the cities that their history has long dictated. Then we look at other gameplay loops like racing. While they mentioned it bluntly in the video itself, I don't think it was needed. The second I saw these bridges and compact buildings, I knew I would very quickly be busting out my M50 to cruise around the city. I'd love to see low flyers pop into this area. Then moving outward, we find the massive cauldrons that I can only imagine are smelting ores and other materials for production, and this made me imagine miners coming in to refine large batches of materials, then selling them off to be turned into products like weapons or ship parts. Then after that, players taking the new products elsewhere in the verse where they're needed. Now, I have no idea if there will be refineries here, but you get the point. I could carry on with a long list of things that race through my imagination, but I think the picture should be painting itself in your heads already. A bustling city alive with player activities, each with their own goals, missions, and lives. Looking one way to see a player racing at breakneck speeds in the razor between buildings, then turning your head to see someone's Hull A take off, bringing weapons or medical supplies to a battle in another system, while another player drops off a new load of ore. And then go down to the city grounds, and there's just players role-playing at a bar or something. I think my most recent videos have shown a trend. Inspiration and imagination for the world CIG is building because, despite the problems, I truly do think we're starting to see the vision get closer to a reality with the depth of content each patch brings. Despite diverted resources. Maybe I'm a hopeless romantic, but 3.19 has continued doing the thing that brought me into the game in the first place. Spark a sense of immersion and imagination no other game has. Although here's to hoping I get more than 3 frames per second in that patch though.